Alright, so today what we're going to do is we're going to make a nice bit of stuff happen with the I guess TRD Camry. So we have our two mirrors, side mirrors, so we're still on paint here, and if you can see, we'll have to do another coat that will be coming soon, but we're going to make these black, nice jet black. We're also going to do a hubcaps today, see if we can't get that done. But I mean, look at her. She's really pretty, even though she's not quite pretty because she hasn't been removed of all of her plastic and whatnot. But we're going to make these black. So did some prep work, did a 220 grit followed by a what I like to call a nice little knockdown with some Scotch-Brite. And then we have also this right here. This is some 1500 grit. So did that. Oh, listen to this. Look, you get to watch me drop everything. Then here we go. We come over here, and then I've got myself essentially this is a drying rack that I've repurposed. Put some tape down, put it all in the right places. All I have to do is do a nice quick wipe down, and then we'll get her nice and black. Look at that. Nice blue all the way over the mirror there. Same here, same here. We'll do some more sanding on this one. This one's not quite ready yet, but yeah, then we'll have a nice jet black setup here. That's my paint booth, my outdoor paint booth, if you've never seen one. Of course we're going to just keep on going with Rust-Oleum. All right, so this one right here has a few different nozzles you can choose. So I think it's standard spray kind of thing, locked in place. I do believe this one is like a nice wide fan type. Let me see, there you are. It tells you high output, standard, low output, vertical fan. So vertical as in up and down, so nice big wide spray, which I think I'm going to do that one. And then number 5 is horizontal fan, which is downward. All right, so I'm going to probably go across just because that's my preferred method of sweeping across paint wise. We have a nice little bit of a blustery day, by the way, so a little bit overcast, so hopefully it doesn't start raining, because if it does, then we're going to have to go inside with it. So let me go get some wipe down, and then we'll do all that and see how kind of shiny it is after I've done all my my other stuff, and then we'll let that dry, do some paint. Remember, if you do want to really want your can of spray paint to go well, shake it like crazy. Otherwise, I guess the other side of it that you could have is I don't know, you put it in water, all that other kind of stuff. There's so many different ways to do that. But yeah, right now, baking, or not baking tray, but drying tray. I don't know, maybe you could put cookies on there. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, we'll be alright. All right. Once again, using this Duplicolor cleaner, wax, grease and wax remover. So this just it helps you get it going. Put it on a nice clean cloth. And then here we go, a little bit here, there, just trying to make sure that she's about as clean as possible. By the way, this is, I guess, kind of strapped in to the, I guess, yeah, it's strapped in here. So I put the screws underneath, you can kind of see that. Yeah, look at that. So that way it stays in place. So I'm gonna clean this up, nice, good amount. There we go, nicely. Not that much dirt, a little bit of dirt right on there. So we're gonna let that dry, and then it's Rust-Oleum time. All right. So I've I think reasonably shaken it up. Alright, and so what we're going to do is a bit of spray. So that's the wrong one, that's not what I want. I want number 4. That's the one I want right there. And if I could hold the camera, see, look at that. So done really good, done a great job with that. I'm going to start right here at the bottom. And then look at that, she's gonna look really pretty. And they're gonna get in the inside here. So this is really going to look good if you, I don't know, if you're a fan of, you know, good-looking cars. Well, this Camry is going to be the bit. It's going to be the stuff. Look at that, beautiful. It's a good first coat. Let's get under there. And there she is. Now I am a little bit worried that we have some drip drops, rain coming. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell up there. You know, certainly, you know, something to consider. So yeah, we've got some nicks in the black, but nothing too crazy here. Look at that, that's really nice looking. You know, nice gloss. You can almost see my face in there. I mean, look at that. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. I mean, beautiful, beautiful thing. So I'm gonna let this, I'm gonna take this over. I just don't want any water on it. So I'm gonna take it, let it dry in my garage, and then we'll go at it again. Decent amount of just tiny bit of orange peel on it, some spots, you know, different things like that. But this gloss is going to look beautiful. She lays down just right, and that's good. All right, so let's take this, put it somewhere where it will dry without maybe some, you know, situations of drip drops and rain. And there is a, yeah, that's it right there. That's good. We do have to make sure that we take a check and a gander right underneath here and in here, because that would be terrible not to make sure that that part's black in there, you know. So right in here, and make sure that that inside is done well. All right, because this car is gonna, we want to make sure it looks really, really good, actually, you know. So what I'm going to do is probably going to take this one off and then start taping up, sand up all this. Let me show you how to sand it down, and we'll go from there. Look, I've got my 220 on my my orbital, and then I've got my 1200, and of course my Scotch-Brite pad as well. So and then we'll clean it, and we'll do it right here in the garage. Well, you know, give it a little bit of time to dry, and yeah, I think it should look beautiful. I did want to make sure that I also talked about this trim piece in the back. So this is where your you know, lights go. So what we wanted to do is, because we have a front grille that's going to be black, we want to make sure that our grille, I mean our parts here, are also black. So what I'm going to do is take this down, chrome it. All right, take down the chrome, and you know, this light thing. I didn't show necessarily how to get it off the car, but essentially what you have to do is you take out the trunk, you take off the trunk, you know, lining on the inside from that side, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, plus you're gonna have to pinch these little nibs right here, and of course I taped them off for the paint job situation that we did, but I think this is like a, it's like a really, it's like a plated plastic, I guess, is what this is. So we're going to take care of that and rough it up a bit, and then the roughed up sides and stuff like that will allow us to put some nice beautiful black paint on it again. It's going to look just like it's supposed to be there. Nice, you know, like again, we say TRD, that means Toyota Racing Development. Do remember this 4-cylinder Camry is, you know, only getting accentuation parts, that's it. So look at these edges here, nicely done on the edges. And then wipe it down again. That way you see this, alright. And I did say that we are also going to do some hubcaps, so I do have them right here. They will be done here shortly. Yeah. And I'm just using the rotary just because it makes sense just to hit it like this. And then you should have kind of like a nice little kind of stainless steel look to it once you've hit it right. You know, it's still a little bit of shiny bits in places. And that can come off with a little bit of sand down. So if we get our Scotch-Brite, I'm going to do the rest of it. And there we are. So this right here, this is going to go also on here. We're also going to get this to where it's a nice jet black color. I mean, look, you can see already the beautifulness of our mirror. Look at that. Look how pretty she is. That's going to look beautiful on the left side. Of course, I still have the right side to do. I guess, you know, just don't mind the mess. The mess is there because the mess is the mess. So what I'm going to do here now is we are going to, oh gross, got some stuff on me. Just keep on sand down. Get that as best as we can. This is a fairly easy component part to get off of the car, but now, oh my goodness, I'm getting these bugs just liking to you know, touch me and stuff like that. This is terrible. Yikes! You know, good thing you're not seeing my face because it's just having, you know, back and forth moments because it keeps on getting hit by a bug. You know, just kind of run into me. Like they like me too much. I don't know. All right, look at that. Nice, she's scuffed. You know, still some shiny bits and stuff like that, but we're going to take and we're going to wipe it down with our stuff here. I think this is still damp. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Okay, we clean it. Wax and grease remover. That wax and grease remover is going to do very well for us. I think our only problem that we have right now is this key hole right here is going to have to be sanded down. Probably have to take the take this here and just do it like that. That should be good enough. That should get me enough of a surface. There we are. And then back to wiping it down. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Look at that. So this is going to be ready for nice rounded black paint on it very soon. So let me take this one off, let me prep this one, and then we'll keep on going. Alright, so we're not dry yet, you know, over here. So we're also going to prep our hubcaps. So this is the hubcap. What we're going to do is we're going to paint it black, but what we're going to do is black all the way around, all of it, and then cut it and then have all the tape on the inside. That tape on the inside will preserve the black on the inside of it, All right, and then we'll have bright red all the way around. So this is an attempt at doing it a different way, which was using a paint marker. So paint marker, not so great, not what I really wanted. So we're going to go with all the way black, sand it all down, and then what will happen is that it'll be nice, fully black, and then after it's dry, then cut away at it, and essentially allow the tape to stay right inside these bits here, and then paint it red. All right, so does everyone kind of understand that? I hope everyone does. But I can do that real quick actually. So we're going to sand these down, do the white down again, clean it up, all that. This one I'm going to have to sand inside just because I put paint on the inside, but not too bad of a deal. You know, we should be able to get through that. So yeah, just a minute and I'll show you how to do it. We do have some rain coming, so what we're going to do is we're going to knock all these out about as good as we can. So I've got a nice little board here. Just going to try to get them nice and dark, you know, so that way everyone can see that they're black. I'm going to do a few coats here. On that side, and then we go from this side here. And so what we're going to do is going to leave that just like that. I'm going to take it inside though. Why? Because, well, yeah, it's about to rain. I guess, you know, where we're at right now, we're going to have some, I guess, tropical storm stuff going on. I don't know. So that's kind of hindered my plans as they are. So we have that done. That'll be good. About as good as it can be. Let's see, are we still tacky here? A bit tacky. So I'll always use the tape, by the way, as a realization or recognition of your, you know, whatever. Yeah, just got to make sure that you don't paint when it's spitting rain. You know, you want to make sure that you paint when it's not raining. So that means that I'm clear out of opportunity with being able to paint this right now, just because I do need this, I guess, accoutrement to make sure that I get a nice good coat all the way around it. Could use the board again, but that means I have to remove all those. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll just do it. Let's go quick. Let's make it happen. All right. So by the way, this is because I did another oil change on another car. So a little bit tacky on the outside edges. Ugh. Very tacky. Ugh. Lots of tackiness there. But look, they're all nice and black. Good, 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 good. Now let's just get this done, so you get to see all this, making sure that you, the viewer at home, see my effort, you know, all before it rains. Of course, like I've said, remember that what you want to do is you want to you know, make sure that all this is clean. So I've already done the cleaning part. We're just going to hit this. Of course, the side that needs to be seen the most is over here, so let's get after it here. Looks all right. A little bit of bubble and stuff like that. I guess we'll have to sand down. That might have been my fingers getting a little bit of grossness on there. So we're gonna have to let that dry. We have to clean that up, just because that's not looking right. A little bit of other locations on this, you know, not right in the place. But you know, hey, that's what happens when you're trying to paint as fast as possible, and you know, you get, you know, stripes on your fingers or whatnot. So you know, hey, trying to make our trim nice and black and good and perfect, and everyone should like it, especially when it goes on the car. Maybe we'll show how to put this piece right back in, you know, go from there. But yeah, it seems like it's about to rain, and it's lunchtime, and you know what lunchtime means for me? Eat lunch, sandwich, something like that. So all right, so we'll be back, we'll get all the rest of it done, and I decided to get crazy with the cheese whiz, and so we're going to also make black badges here. All right, so I'm going to go with right there, easy peasy. Look at that. This car gonna look beautiful. Beautiful, look at that. It's all black. If you can't see it, it's all black. It's just completely straight black. So it's gonna be, you know, a nice look once we put these badges back on, because that'll pop real nice on that car right there. It's gonna look perfect. So we have that graphite rims, we have our nice flat grey, or not flat grey, what do we call that, gloss smoke grey, I guess. And then we're gonna have nice little red accoutrements with the badges, and then, oh my, this car, I mean really everyone, you know, just, you know, hold your horses, be as you know, just excited about it as you can be, because, but don't be that too excited, I guess. But we will make this car look absolutely phenomenal. Also, each one of the bags, I mean, each one of these handles, I got new ones, so the new ones will be done, and they will be black as well. So black handles, black accoutrements. So and then also when we get new seals here on the outside edges, they will be black. This thing is going to look hot, and it's still only going to be a $1,000 Camry, so, you know, exciting times for that, right? Yay. So you know, this is a little bit bothersome here, so, you know, we're trying to do all this beautiful work to the Camry. So just look at that. 2 p.m. 40%, 3 p.m. 20%, 4 p.m. 5 p.m. 6 p.m. so 20%, 20%, 20%. So we're just in a you know, it's kind of, you know, not so great. And then of course Monday and Tuesday we're going to have nice and bright again, so maybe we get to finish painting. That also means though that I have to clean off the car again, and yeah, I'm just gonna have to do another wipe down on the car. I'm gonna have to do you know, also cover you know, different things like that, so that way I can get that done. So that's, you know, yeah, all right. It's just one of those things. So cut short today a little bit, but, you know, we'll get back after it and you'll get to see all of it. All right, so this is the part of it that I get to say this is a bit of a fail video. Now, I did do the first coat. I came back, fixed what I had problems with, which was, you know, 24 hours plus, and then I proceeded to create that mess, fail again. All right, a little bit of this mess, fail again. So 1, 2, all right. The areas I cleaned up look great. They look good. They look very good, actually. And then I messed up again, all right. And then, I mean, look at that. This looks good. Oh, and then I messed up again. So I've done almost everything I wanted to do except for mess up again. So all these different places I've done that, and you know, it's just, I want to show you on Mr. Britfix that sometimes you're going to fail, sometimes you're going to have problems, sometimes things are going to happen, and so you're going to have to, you know, just get through it. It is what it is. So what we have is you know, some things we're going to have to fix. We'll get through it. I have a little bit more spray paint, different things like that. I've got little bugs trying to find their way onto the car. So that's, you know, we'll clean things up as we go. That's kind of one of the problems with going outside and doing a car. By the way, this is just a base coat, everyone. So do realize that eventually I will do proper, you know, sand down, get it real nice, put some other things on that, but right now this is just trying to get an initial color on this car that makes it look really good, makes it very much a desirable look of a car, and that's what we're going for. So but fail, that's a fail right there. And you know, you're gonna have to deal with failures, but then you get over them, you fix them, you take care of it, and that's what you do. All right, so yeah, so this is painting with Rust-Oleum, which is kind of one of those things. These big old turbo cans, you know, they can hurt you or help you. My problem, of course, is the right there, really too close. That's not great. That's not what I wanted. That's not what anyone wanted, and or at least I didn't want that. Maybe other people wanted that, I don't know. But now you get to fail. This one right here was, what did I do? I took a fan that goes this way and I went stupid. It's just, you know, I felt like I'm, you know, just doing something really, really stupid. And it's just part of learning. You're going to fail sometimes, and so if you go straight down, you're going to create those things. You have to go nice wide, nice wide, nice wide, nice wide, all the way wide, over and over and over again. That's the correct way to go. So what we'll do is clean these areas up, sand them down. After everything dries, give it a 2-day notice or something like that. But we're on a second coat. Sand that down, sand it down, sand it down, and then we'll be right as rain again. And speaking of, hopefully there is no rain to show up and ruin what I've otherwise created. So yeah, that's it. That's a Toyota Camry. It's got some failure bits, and that's what you have to deal with, is some failure bits. Sometimes you fail, and it's just part of life. But we make about as good as we can. We will eventually do some touch-up, especially once we remove all masking. It's probably going to be some touch-up areas, places that you know, hit with a small can of the smoke grey gloss, and yeah. But oh, it hurts me inside to fail. But I do know that in failure, I'm going to fix it. And I've just said that 15,000 times, just because I want you to all understand that you get over it. You hit the pain of your thing, of whatever you're dealing with, and then you just go, oh, okay, I'm going to get it done. I know what I'm going to do. I know how I'm going to fix it. And then everyone's going to like you again, or you're just going to like yourself. But that's how it is. All right. This is Mr. Britfix, and you know, like, subscribe, or just, you know, whatever, or maybe you just get to see the other part where I fix it, and I'll show you how I fix it, and then I'll show you how I spray over it and fix that part. So whatever I did there. All right, so we fix our mistakes. Now, of course, we fix them after we've you know, basically let everything dry for a while. So as you can see, we fixed this part right here. And so if we go back here, we have our other component parts. Look right here, this is bad, this was bad, this here was bad, a little bit of drip there. We're not that worried about that one, that's not as bad. This was the nasty one. That's where I went straight down with the turbofan can. So you're supposed to go across, everyone, so just know I'm about to go across and fix this, and that will be it. We're going to do just one more nice coat over across the top. Just the reason why is because, well, I do believe she deserves another coat across the top of the hood. It is the you know, one part of the car we really want to make sure is good. Also, you can kind of see a little bit of you know, a seam right there. So let's get it all nice. A little bit of a seam also on the top. Not as worried, because eventually this car will be clear coated, get some other things to it, so eventually it will be sanded down, and another type of paint is going to be going on it. But this is just to get it to a TRD initial look. We'll go from here, we'll go to the next steps eventually, with, you know, a proper HPLV spray gun, but, you know, good grey base coat. That's where we want to be. Of course, there's more dents to possibly get out, all that stuff like that, but this car is she's going to be ready. She's going to look good, and that's really all we're looking for right now. So when she comes back again for another round, we will get her a proper sparkly, clean cut, perfect spray paint. So let's get going. Let's finish it off with some turbofan going across, and then yeah, we'll be good. So because I do this in the neighborhood, you get to hear all the other noises going on. Shaking our can, you know. We've done all of our cleaning and everything, so that looks good. Remember, wide patterns, that way you don't spit it out in the wrong way. Alright, let's get our other portions here. So and then down here, a little bit of texture it looks like, but we're not that worried about texture because, you know, like I said, this is a 50-foot car, you know. And 50-foot cars deserve, I don't know, 50-foot paint jobs, so that's what we're going to go for, and that's good. All right, so now this is the place that I messed up, so don't go straight down, go across. And go across. And then let's get down here. And then it looks like we are pretty good. So it's more a matter of, I don't want crazy terrible drips. The texture, she might lay down a bit more, you know, but yeah, I think we're in a good spot. Just lay down a few more coats on the hood. And there we are. I think she's going to look really beautiful, especially when our black gloss component parts are put on her. So, do want to remind you, we did take a break while we were drying everything to get our parts done. So let's go take a look. So our mirrors done in a Rust-Oleum black, and then a gloss has gone over the top of them, so that's good. And then we go over here, we have our piece of trim right here, and it's nice and gloss black with the Rust-Oleum over the top, and also the glass clear. And then look, we have our hubcaps. So we wanted to, I thought maybe we could do, you know, red on the little Toyotas, but I think what we've done is we decided that's not what we're going to do. I think we're going to do something completely different. So that's where we are. So what we're going to do is let our car dry for probably an hour or two. You know, I think about an hour or two should be good enough for me to start, you know, lifting some things, doing some stuff. I really do believe I could probably take off the plastics, you know, and so we could get all that done. Plastics, the tape, all that, especially back here on the back. I could put some trim pieces back on. I could take that window, remove it off. I didn't do anything over here, so it's going to be quick and easy. I should probably do that now. Put the mirror back on. Remove the wheel covers because we don't care that much anymore. And yeah, that is it. She's gonna look really beautiful now, everyone, and that's important, and that's what we're going for. Something. All right, so this is everything that was on the car after paint. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you where we're at. So I've removed plastic from the rims. They look beautiful. This looks okay there, but that's, you know, it is what it is. Sorry about the noise in the background, you know, stuff happening. So the hood, the windows, the wheels, look at all of this. It's so beautiful. Got a little bit of paint on the tire tread, but that's gonna you know, wear off as it's driven. A little bit of overspray in certain places. Did have to do a little bit of scrapey scrape just because some elements got in there, but for the most part this is the reveal. This is it. This is a beautiful, ready to go, you know, good looking, mostly good looking. I mean, it's about as good looking as it can be. Of course, look, grey to tan. Well, maybe we fix that. I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we think about that. I don't know. Maybe this goes black. I don't know. Something maybe to pull together some colours. I don't know. Something, maybe. So, the idea is she's ready to go. We're going to keep on letting it dry for a bit more, just because I don't want to have hand tack on the car. I haven't pulled off these door handles. The reason why is because I'm actually going to redo the door handles. But and one of the reasons why is because look at this. This was, you know, it's lived its 20 years, and so it needs a new one. So we'll get a new one in there. Maybe what we do is we also take a look at and see if we can't replace a speaker or two. Get a little bit more of a exciting, you know, element to it. But she is right as rain. She looks beautiful right now. I really want to go drive her, and yeah, this is good. And this is Mr. Grip Fix, and we painted the car. So I did forget to say like and subscribe and all that other junk, or, you know, or subscribe and then like and then subscribe again. I don't know if you can subscribe twice. I mean, do it. It'd be fun. It'd be interesting to see what, you know, does YouTube do all the you know, oh my goodness, you know, I don't know. But the idea is that we have now a really good looking car. Everything's really well put together on it, and that's a win. So yeah, we have some things that, you know, we want to do. Faded parts right here, get those back to black. We can do that eventually. We'll have, you know, a dashboard that's, you know, not so great. We have some interior parts. That one's cracked. That one's absolutely destroyed over there. But look at this. She's pretty. She's a good looking car. This is a winner. We've done a good job. And I say we, not it's me by myself, really, mostly. You know, and that we is, you know, yeah, I'm not meaning it in a schizophrenic way. Of course, that, you know, that would scare people off from the channel and everything. But the idea is that we've got everything nice, set, sorted. Paint is on. Door handles will be coming on soon. New black ones on the outside, and new ones on the interior. New speakers on the inside. We're going to put all of our trim and all that other stuff. That's the very next video after this. Is to put the trim on, all the pieces that we wanted to put on, and yes, we're going to be beautiful, and this car is right as rain. So thank you very much for dealing with me, dealing with my hiccups and my mess ups, because I did mess up quite a bit on this car as I was painting it. You know, straight up and downs, big old blotches, all those different things like that. But we've cleaned it up. We've made a really, really good 50-yard car, 50-meter car, 50-foot car, possibly even 10-foot car. So 10 foot away probably looks pretty darn nice. 5 foot, you might start seeing some things. You know, she's not going to be one that has to wear a paper bag, but she's a good looking car, and she'll be even better looking with all the trim pieces on it and nice I guess polished looking black colors. So yeah, thank you again, and yeah, keep on going.